Well, hello everybody. This has been a long time since I did a video. Switched channels. I had a different channel in the past and put a lot of content on whatnot, but I just wanted a clean slate. So this is the first video on this new channel here, and we're pretty informal for right now. There are plans in the future to be a little bit more high-tech, a little bit more professional, but for right now, we're just going to do a minimum viable product, and that's this. So on this channel, we're going to be talking about gold, silver, property, like real estate, where we're talking about cryptocurrency. We're going to be talking about PMP, project management professional certification. We'll talk about other education. We're going to talk about a lot of really cool things. So it's mostly going to be geared towards investing and just managing your life, life coaching, and project management in business. So this video, we're going to talk about how I turned approximately $8,500 into $50,000 of value, let's say. So just some quick backstory. I'm a gold, silver collector. Been off and on doing it my whole entire life. Kind of dabbled in real estate, kind of dabbled in crypto, kind of did a lot of different things. So for this example, we're going to just kind of roll through it real quick. So this was back in 2016. Gold was probably around $1,500, $1,800, $1,700. I'm not really sure. I think it's more like $1,300. So I sold roughly about, let's say 7 ounces of gold. So I sold 7 ounces of gold. Actually, I'm wrong. This was more of 2000 at the end to the beginning of 2017, beginning of 2018. So I have to adjust the timeline a little bit. So I sold some gold, roughly 7 ounces of gold. It was around 8,000 or so. I threw some cash on there, and I did some research, and I checked around, and I saw this piece of property, vacant piece of ground in Florida, and it was a half acre, and it was in a half decent area, up and coming area. I saw how all these other developments were in the area, getting pre-approvals. Some of them were getting approved, in that different process. Some were already building, so I knew kind of what was happening. So I bought this property. Like I said, I sold about 7 ounces of gold, roughly 7 or 8 ounces. So I bought the property, held on to the property. I still have the property, and the property is between $50,000 and $55,000, maybe even more money. There's a lot of improvements. All these other developments went through. The road in front of my land actually wasn't paved, and now it's paved. Now they're building like $400,000 houses, $500,000 houses all around me. So, that's how I turned about $8,500 worth of gold into about $55,000. So if I would have held the gold, let's just say it's 8 ounces. If I would have held that gold today, it's around $3,000 an ounce. So we're talking 8 times 3, that's $24,000 if I would have kept the gold. But I sold it and I bought the land, and now the land is worth $50,000 to $55,000. So I actually doubled my money, over doubled my money by selling the gold instead of keeping it. So, and the land at the time, like I said, the land was about $8,500. And the gold I sold about $8,500 worth of gold, 8,000-ish, add some cash to it. So I thought that was really interesting. So gold is really jumping up now, but it will appreciate because you're betting against the United States dollar. Dollars depreciate, gold and other assets are going up. However, some assets, they go up higher. They go up higher over the time, and that's what you got to be looking at. So I could have kept that gold for 10 years. I would have saw an appreciation. It definitely it over doubled. Gold over doubled from the time that I sold it to now, if I'm doing my math correctly. However, because I put it in the land, I got like 2.5x out of my original investment if I sold it today. No matter what happens in the real estate market where my lot is, it's only going to appreciate or stay the same. It's in a really good area. It's I get calls even right now about, wanting that land. There's still houses getting built around it that are sold. People are paying cash for these houses. And a lot of people own these lots a long time ago. Some of them were coming on the market and they're selling pretty quick. And what's interesting is that lot is actually probably worth more than 55,000 because the quarter acre lots are going for around 45,000. $40,000 to $45,000 for a quarter acre lot. So, if you just do the math, you're looking at $85,000, $90,000 if you had to buy 2 quarter acre lots to make a half an acre. So it's probably even worth more than that. So yeah, if you do your homework, do your research, look at what's going on in the area, look at how many jobs are coming. If you do all these different things, you'll come up with an area where you should be investing, and then you can luck out. And this was before Trump's, right around the time Trump had a year in or something. So it was still the bottom of the real estate market, and it was starting to come up. So, I got in right at the good time. And because I have no plans to build on it right now, I plan to turn it into a little garden, a little micro something. I want to put some mango trees on there, maybe some citrus and different things like that. And I'm just going to let the lot sit probably for a good 10, 15 years. So those trees will be pretty mature, but I'm going to get some fill dirt. Maybe some good quality fill dirt. Not like sand or gravel, nothing like that, but some good topsoil in there. And then plant the trees. And then if I ever go to build something in the future, I could probably just build right on top of it. So I got some plans for it. We'll see what happens, but that's how I turned $8,500 worth of gold that's how I made 55,000 or more if I go to sell it today. So I hope you enjoyed this video and this cool little story. Pretty much there's going to be a lot of storytelling on this channel, and there'll be some words of wisdom as well. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you for your time.